This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about a hot one later on this afternoon with highs right around 90 degrees, feeling much more like summer as opposed to late April later on this afternoon. Thankfully, though, this weekend we're tracking cooler temperatures and some rainfall. We do need it. I'll have more details coming up.
Also coming up this morning, some breaking overnight news. 3 people are dead after a car plunges into the Anacostia River. What we're learning from police at the scene.
If they're going to meddle, they should meddle everywhere, not just D.C.
They're bullies.
Plus, D.C. residents speaking out after Congress struck down yet another D.C. law yesterday. Their strong reaction coming up.
And Elon Musk's SpaceX program launched the first of the new generation of rockets. Why they say the launch was a success despite it exploding in midair.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, well, good morning. It is 8 o'clock now on a Friday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And good morning. I'm Tosin Fakile in for Corey on this beautiful yet hazy and warm Friday. That's a lot. We're kicking you off with a live look outside this morning. I was right. It is hazy. Jackie Layer is here, and she says there is some potential to break some records this morning. Hey, Jackie.
Exactly. Later on this afternoon, Tosin and Tanaya, we will likely be tracking those temperatures climbing to right about 90. If we do reach 90 in the district, that would actually break that old record of 89 set back in 1976. And you were also talking about that haze out there. That is reducing visibility a little bit, down to about 9 miles in D.C., 7 in Frederick, 4 in Hagerstown, but elsewhere across the region, seeing really not much visibility issues at this point. Satellite and radar, though, we are tracking the clear skies. Back out towards the west, though, not so much. More clouds and also precipitation along that front. We'll see a low travel right along that, and then eventually a cold front will swing through. And that will be for tomorrow. Today, though, we're tracking the heat. We're tracking highs upper 80s to right about 90 degrees. A mix of sun and clouds at times, and it will be a little muggy as well. We're looking at those highs across the region. Mid-upper 80s farther off towards the north, right around 90 D.C., and low 90s the farther south you go. Some relief in the form of rain as well as in the form of some cooler temperatures this weekend. More details on that coming up. Shanika's here with a look at the roads. How's traffic?
All right, folks. Well, you are now in the 8 o'clock hour. We're still dealing with some issues out there. We're on 270, so past Montrose Road heading northbound, you're going to find a stretch of 270 closed. Now, that is going to be, let's flip over to the maps, right between 28 and right before Gaithersburg. That is exit 8, Shady Grove Road. You will find a situation there. Other than that, though, you should be all good to go, especially heading south toward the Capitol Beltway. Speaking of which, you're looking pretty slow on the outer loop stretch. The inner loop stretch out of Prince George's County heading into Northern Virginia, DC 295 and the Anacostia Freeway, you're going to find delays.
Thank you, Shanika. Breaking now, dive crews found 3 people dead in the Anacostia River overnight. DC Fire and EMS believe the car drove into the river sometime before midnight. Our Ben Dennis is live there at the scene. He's been there all morning long. So, Ben, what are you learning from crews and investigators at this hour?
Well, tonight, 8 hours after witnesses reportedly saw a car go into the Anacostia River, we are standing exactly where a Dodge Charger, soaking wet, was pulled from the water. You can see the pavement below off of the east end of the river embankment here near the Thurgood Marshall Bridge. Again, this is where that car was put onto a flatbed. We're going to show you video of that when we rolled up to the scene. That black Charger with a Maryland plate on the back only had a slight damage from our perspective on the front bumper. The car didn't appear to fall off or drive off the bridge. That's because there is no damage to the bridge. So it's unclear exactly how the car made it up here. Now, Fire and EMS had first tweeted around 11:20 that the witnesses had saw the car go into the water. At 12:44, they said one person inside that Charger was found dead. 1:13 a.m. Authorities said they found a second victim lifeless in the water. However, they were not inside the car. They were outside of it. And at 1:20 this morning, a third body was found around the vehicle as well. Now, authorities were quiet all morning long for roughly 6 hours. We saw plenty of different tow trucks come down, but it was one flatbed, as you saw, that took that Dodge Charger off. With the investigation underway, evidence has been collected from the scene. Nobody has been identified after this triple fatal death investigation in Southeast overnight. We'll be sure to provide all updates on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. Ben Dennis, back to you.
Ben, we know you're staying on top of that. Thank you. Your time right now, 8:04 on this Friday.
That is right. Time for your Know and Go headlines this morning. First up, a middle school security guard in Montgomery County is being held behind bars without bond. 36-year-old Barbie Doherty is accused of showing a 13-year-old boy pornography while at school. Police say this happened at Earl B. Wood Middle School.
And students in Prince William County schools may have to go through security screenings starting this fall. The move comes after recommendations from the police. A final decision from the school board is expected next month. If approved, all middle and high schools will have the technology by September.
In Washington County, EMS volunteers will soon be paid county employees. The transition will start in just a few weeks. Officials say this change will help keep qualified emergency workers on staff. The Williamsport and Smithsburg departments will be the first to make that change.
New this morning, some sad news. A missing child from Western Maryland was found dead a few hours after he was reported missing. Maryland State Police say divers found 4-year-old Fox Piper in a pond around 10 o'clock. The child was reported missing first around 6:30. Troopers say the pond where Piper was found is close to his home. Right now, the case is still under investigation. Also, investigators have now determined a backfiring vehicle was to blame for the shelter-in-place on Marine Corps Base Quantico. Reports of gunshots on the base yesterday led to that shelter-in-place. The base was closed for more than an hour yesterday afternoon under a code red. And this morning, a middle school security guard in Montgomery County is behind bars, held without bond. Police say he showed pornography to a 13-year-old in school.
That is right. This is not the first time 36-year-old Varvy Doherty has been in trouble with the law. We do have all of this information. We do know before working as a security guard at Earl B. Wood Middle School in Aspen Hill, court records show he had served time for armed robbery and just 4 years ago pleaded guilty to solicitation charges, according to an affidavit. He showed the student inappropriate photos and videos on his phone. Parents that we talked to say they're frustrated with the school system's handling of the case.
Not sure how things like this keep flying under the radar with MCPS. You know, it's scary as a parent, you know, because I do have, you know, a freshman in high school. But at this point, nothing surprises me.
We reached out to Montgomery County Public Schools for some answers. They told us this is a personnel matter, but this does not reflect their values. Meantime, in Prince William County, middle and high schoolers could soon have to go through security screenings, and that might start this fall. The Prince William County School Board will decide on the technology at a meeting sometime next month. If it is approved, all secondary schools will have the technology in place by September. The county school superintendent recommended screenings after feedback from the police department, the Safe Schools Advisory Council, and the public.
Yeah, we have some problems, but we got problems all over the country. Some rural areas that have some problems too. They need to go deal with them.
D.C. are calling out Congress. They say lawmakers have overstepped. This comes after the U.S. House struck down a D.C. policing bill. Republicans in Congress say it's all to make the district safer, but those who live in D.C. say that's not Congress' intention. Now, some D.C. residents believe Republicans, as well as some Democrats, are trampling on their rights. One person telling DC News Now he feels like, quote, a citizen without all the rights of a citizen. Now take a listen to how one Republican lawmaker defends the House decision and a DC woman's response after hearing what the lawmaker had to say.
Progressive policies from the D.C. Council continue to hamstring district officers and needlessly place them in unsafe situations.
When has Congress had our best interests at heart, period? Let me say that. We have no representation on the Hill. The little say that we do have, you want to take that and you use it problematically.
Now, while people living in the district say they welcome resources to fight crime, they also say they value their independence when it comes to policies. President Biden has previously supported Congress when they moved to block a D.C. legislation, but now he said he would veto overturning the policing bill if he's asked to sign it.
In Montgomery County, concerns over a controversial proposal to build a mental health care facility in one neighborhood in Rockville. The center would be right along 7 Locks Road, and it would replace the current detention center with an expanded criminal justice center. It would focus on providing mental health assessments and emergency treatment. A crowd showed up to a public forum last night. One woman told us that the new facility would make more sense in a different place.
We feel like if we can keep continuing to press the county, invite people to join our organization, 7 Locks Alliance, that we can hopefully change the county's mind and have them put the facility in a location that's more appropriate than a residential neighborhood. Because to be clear, we don't want it in our neighborhood, but it doesn't belong in a neighborhood at all. It belongs in an area probably closer to a hospital.
Previously, the county has considered a bus depot for the site, but decided that would bring too much traffic for the neighborhood. While the new facility would offer expanded mental health service, it would actually have fewer people on site than the current detention center.
All right, Maryland Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller made a stop in Washington County yesterday to be a part of a conversation on drug addiction. The visit was part of her statewide tour. The Lieutenant Governor stopped by Brooks House, a center for women fighting substance use disorder. There, she heard from those on the front lines of the drug crisis. Former Hagerstown Mayor Emily Keller, who is now serving as Maryland's Special Secretary for Opioid Response, took part in that discussion.
That are working to address opioid addiction and substance abuse and trying to come up with the solutions. But the people who are in very early recovery, their perspective is so important.
It's nice to know that her administration is not going to take it lightly, according to what she said here today.
Miller will visit with community groups in all 23 Maryland counties and Baltimore City.
Your time right now is 8:10 this morning. Emergency service workers in Washington County will soon be employees of the county instead of volunteers. The decision came from a county board of commissioners earlier this week. Now, this plan has been in the works since 2009. Volunteers will be paid employees after that transition period. They'll start at a base salary. The deputy director of operations also says pay scales will eventually be incorporated. Officials say this transition will cut down on employee turnover and help keep emergency services staffed.
We continue to lose people to other jurisdictions. By moving to the county system, we hope that we can provide better pay, better benefits, and a more consistent schedule.
The transition is expected to start in just a few weeks in late spring. The change starts with Williamsport and Smithsburg fire departments.